We've been left waiting to destroy this shed, but now that the bats have left, we're free to take it down and redevelop the land. Hello there, welcome back. We've had to come in the back entrance because we've got a bit of a thing going on at the front. You might see there's some barriers up there. We've got the workers in again. It's the same crew from before. They're not actually doing anything right now. They've just got all their equipment dropped off. But they're going to get started on the work that we're... Well, oh my goodness, the dog's jumping up on the van. Stay off the van, please. So they're going to start work on removing this shed here. The bat shed, as I'd like to call it now. But that's going, and so is the wall at the front there, and that's going to get opened up. There is a telegraph pole. I'm not really supposed to go through. I'm going to have to jump over. There we go. There isn't anyone on site just now, but they have dropped off a skip and whatnot. But this telegraph pole here, it's going to need to be moved. Otherwise it's going to be sitting right in the middle of the yard. But yeah, OpenReach are going to have to do that, so that's a different contractor altogether, because OpenReach own the telegraph pole. Another big jump over it. So yeah, we've got a bit of work that is getting done at the front there, but we actually don't have a lot of cash and we need to pay them. So while I back up here, we're going to get Ben to come and start his job today. He's going to go off and do some contracts today for a few of the local farmers and bring in some much needed money for the farm. And we are going to head up to the store with the John Deere, and we're going to grab a roller and we're going to roll those fields that we got planted the other day. There it is. They've got the roller ready for us. We just need to hook up and get that off to the fields. We've got quite a bit of rolling to do today. We've got those 3 fields that we seeded, the 2 field bean fields and the wheat field. If we get those rolled, that should give us a little bit of extra yield. We'll really get those seeds into the ground properly. Are we hooked up? We're good to go. So we're going to go up there and we'll get that done now. Here we are then. We are just arriving back at the farm with the roller. I just caught a little glimpse of Ben there. Here he is. He's on his way to do a couple of contracts for the other farmers. We've got some fertilization contracts that need to be done, so he's away off to do those just now. Oh, sorry pal, I'm in the way. Oh, I better watch not go in the hedge here. But we'll crack on with these fields here. We've got 3 fields that need to be rolled. And that's us coming to the end of these three fields. There's Ben, he's just returning now from that contract earlier on. All we need to do is finish up this field, and that's all of our fields ready for the maximum yield that we can get. We'll need to check the fertilization and stuff, the soil levels at some point in the future, but for now that's all of these fields done. Well, it's been a few more days. Ben, he's away off to do a contract, and we have a couple of contracts as well. We've got grass cutting contracts. The workers, they're finished with the job in the front of the yard, but we've not got enough money to actually pay the invoice that's sitting on the desk, so it's going to be a case of getting these silage contracts done as quickly as possible so that we can pay for that. And then once we've done that, we'll go up and have a little sneaky peek at the job that they've done at the front. So we've headed out to the first contract. We've left a little bit later. I thought it would be better to have Ben run the baler right behind us. That way we're able to get through these contracts a bit quicker. So let's do that. Let's get this field cut and all of the baling done in quick time. It's absolutely incredible just how quickly you can get these grass cutting jobs done when there's two of you. So that's the grass cut for these two fields, and Ben there is just about finished up with the baling, so that only leaves wrapping and the transporting to do. So I'm very, very pleased with that. That's actually really good. That's us just coming now to the end of the wrapping. We've got one more to wrap just as the rain starts. So we managed to get these wrapped just in time, which means the bales are not going to be soaking wet. Our last thing to do now is just to take these bales up to the appropriate sell point and see just how much money we can get as a kickback, and then we'll collect on the contract. We should make a decent amount of money. We're currently sitting in the red We're about minus £3,000. We're right into that bank overdraft right now, which isn't great. So let's hope that we can get a decent amount of money for the bales, because I've got a bill of about £8,000 for the construction company that demolished that front end of the yard for me. Talking about that, we're going to go up there now and have a little look. Here we are then. Big difference. It's not absolutely amazing, but we've got so much more space now to get in the front here. So let's just park up and have a little look and see what's been done. So as we had mentioned, the shed here, the bat shed, has been completely removed. The wall at the front is gone, and they've put in some curbs here, little ramped curbs for us to get up onto this concreted area. Now, OpenReach, they were supposed to be removing this telegraph pole here, but unfortunately they're not able to do that. The idea was to route it across the road and run it along there, but the money that they were asking for that, because that's going to be a big change to move it over there, is it's just too much. So we're just going to stick with the telegraph pole in the middle for now. It's actually not too bad. We've got plenty of space either side. So that's the front end of the yard open, so we'll be able to bring our stuff in and out of that side, rather than always going out of the back. Here's a little example of why this front needed to be opened, is because there would be absolutely no way I could get that trailer out of the yard unless I went out the back way, which is a bit of a long way for a shortcut sometimes. Trying to get into this field is impossible going forwards, so I'm going to have to back this in. Yeah, we just about managed that. There we go. It's going to be a bit of a nightmare coming back out though. Just make sure we don't bang our front wheel there. There we go. Superb. Let's get all these collected up. Well, that's the bales from this field collected. There is still a little bit of space on here, and they're all going to the same sell point, so I might just swing by the other field and grab a few bales from there. The trick is now to try and get out of this field, which might actually be a bit harder than it was getting in. Let's try and get these angles, and we're into the hedge. This is not as easy getting out as it was getting in. I'm gonna really... oh, I hit the fence. This could be a little while. Oh well, maybe not quite so a while. We got out. Lovely. Right, let's close the gate and take these over to the other field. So I just need to grab a couple of bales from here. That's all I can fit on. There's a lot more bales on this field than there are on the other one. Let's hope we don't slide in here. Don't like getting too close to the stream. Might end up like Jack, who got his tractor stuck the other month there. We're full. Let's go and sell these. Well, the weather is absolutely horrendous. This rain is not letting up whatsoever. That's really going to limit what we can do today in terms of contracts. But let's see if we can get a good amount of money from these. We don't sell them on this side. We have to go around to the other side. If we can get good money from these bales, then it might not actually be too bad. There we go. It's just unloading. It takes a little while it does its thing. It's scattered. I need to go and give that one a little shove. These are quite heavy as well. It could be... Oh yeah, it's so heavy. There we go. So that's that done. So the contract on field 22 is complete, and we're about halfway done on the other field, the big field that we've just come from. So another load, and then we should start actually earning some money for ourselves. Round number 2. Let's see how much we can get. We're sitting at about minus £3,800 at the moment. So let's get these sold, and we'll see how much money we have at the end of the shift. All of those have sold, and we got 26,000. And there's still bales left on the field, so we're going to go back and get those and sell those before we claim on the contracts. We only have 4 bales to pick up, so not a huge amount of bales, but it's more money for us. So just these last 4 that need to be sold, and we'll find out just how much money we've made from just two contracts for grass silage. There we go, that is sold. That was another £12,000, which means that we have got 35 grand. But I do have to pay £8,000 of that to the contractor, so we're going to be down to about 27,000. In fact, actually, if I don't forget, we still need to claim the contracts. So if we claim both of those, that's going to take our money up even further. That takes us up to 57 grand before we've paid those contractor fees. So we're sitting at about 49k at the moment. That'll see us by for a little while. The higher costs on all the equipment that we've got at the moment, the tractors and the mowers, etc. Everything is leased. There's maybe only a couple of pieces of equipment that aren't leased, but most of it is. And it's costing us quite a lot each day. But it is much cheaper just leasing it than it is to buy everything outright. We're going to head back to the farm now, and I think the rain's going to stop us from doing any more work. Well, our wheat field is growing quite quickly. That's really good. I'm looking in the distance there, the field beans, they've not sprouted yet, but the wheat is coming along really, really nicely. Okay, let's get this unhooked. There we go. I'm actually going to give these bits of equipment a clean while I'm here. There's some stuff in here that could do with a bit of a clean as well, so let's do that. These things have not been cleaned since I got them. I think every single piece of machinery that I've got is a mess at the moment. So we'll just give these a quick once over. Same with the plough over here. Give this a clean as well. And the tractor as well could do with a quick spray down. I cleaned it not that long ago, but in this weather it gets dirty really, really quickly. There we go. Looking nice and shiny again. Thank you very much for watching. You can see more from the series by clicking on the playlist on your screen now. And until the next time, bye for now.